Let's have a look at your optional phonics challenges for this week. Remember to submit all your challenge work in one post at the end of the week. Adults, you can listen to this screencast with your children so you can explain to them what to do. But remember, all these challenges are independent work. So once you've explained, they can go off and do it all by themselves. Just remember, collect all your evidence and then submit it on Thursday, all together in one post. We are going to do a little bit of writing each day so that we have a whole story by Tuesday. It sometimes helps to record your sentence before you write it down. Also helps to say your sentence 3 times before you write it down. Keep this in mind when you do your story writing. For Sunday, your independent writing challenge is to tell a story. Let's have a look at our story cards. Think of a few possible ideas as you are choosing your story cards. This one is a harp. This one is a fox. I think we've got a donkey there and some seeds or beans or might even be nuts. Frog. And I think this is an image of all your belongings tied up in a knot over your shoulder on a stick so that you can walk around with your worldly goods. This is a cauldron and this is a crown. And this guy is asking, does your story have a beginning, a middle, and an end? And this is what we're going to work on. So pause the video and have a look at these cards and decide which 3 you're going to choose. You can just draw the picture. You don't have to cut them out or print them out, but you can just have a look at them and remember it's going to be a fox and a cauldron and a frog or whatever you choose. Pause the video and choose your 3 cards. Now that you've chosen your story cards, can you write the first part of your story? You can start your story with, once upon a time there was a troll who lived in a castle with a frog. But you can choose whatever you want. This is just a silly example. They were very, then I don't know what you're going to say there, because these are just suggestions of how you can start your sentences. Remember, capital letter, finger space, and full stop for each sentence. So for Sunday, just the beginning of your story, just 2 or 3 sentences. Then on Monday, we are going to write the middle bit, the middle part of the story. Look at your story cards, think of your characters, and think of a problem. What could the problem in the story be? And how can we solve that problem? Your tips for your writing today? Use conjunctions and so, but, because. And use different sentence openers first, then, next, fortunately, unfortunately, all of a sudden. Think of some interesting sentence openers. Only write the middle part of the story on Monday. Also just 1, 2, or 3 sentences. For Tuesday, we are going to do the ending of the story. You can start your sentence with finally or any other interesting sentence opener you wish, and then you will write the last sentence of your story. What happened in your story finally? And remember, start with a capital letter, use your finger spaces and your full stop. Pause the video and write your sentences for Tuesday now. And when you finish, You can read your whole story and you can illustrate your story as well. For Wednesday, we are going to do a bit of reading. This you have to do by yourself without any help. Use your freed fingers to sound out all your words. And I know you know some of the red words already. One, he, the, said, and I think you know all the others. Read the story 3 times so that you can read it fluently, and then you can record it to post on Seesaw on Thursday together with all your other work. Now that you've read your sentence, your story, see if you can answer these questions. Pause the video after each a question so that you can answer your questions. What did the red fox wish for? Who agreed to help him? Why did the frog agree to help the red fox? What was the frog's idea? What happened when the frog started playing the harp? What sound does a fox make? Do you think this is a true story or fiction? And why do you think it's fiction or non-fiction? On Thursday, we're going to do hold a sentence. You can do this so well by now, I know that. And our sound for this story, for this sentence is oi. Toy for a boy, my turn. Oi. Toy for a boy, your turn. Listen to the sentence, then repeat. We will use my turn, your turn, just like we do in class. Does the boy enjoy to play with his toy? Your turn. Does the boy enjoy to play with his toy? Does the boy enjoy to play with his toy? Fantastic. Now that you've said the sentence 3 times, let's say it together and count our words. Pinch each finger so that you can count the number of words in the sentence. Read it with me. Does the boy enjoy to play with his toy? Yes, you are correct. 9 words. Now you have to write this down in your home learning book and remember capital letter, finger space and full stop. Pause the video to write down your sentence. Well done. Now it's time to tick and fix your sentence. Grab a different color pen so you can mark your work and up-level your sentence if you'd made any mistakes. Let's have a look at your sentence. Did you start with a capital D? Oh, and this is a tricky one. It's a question. So you're going to need a question mark. Does the boy enjoy to play with his toy? This one is super tricky, isn't it? Does, this is a red word. So don't worry if you've just used your sounds to sound this one out. That is perfect. Boy, did you remember the oi? Did you remember this oi? And this one? Fantastic. Now, post all your challenge work together in one post on Seesaw so that your teacher can look at your work on Thursday at the end of the week. Thursday is today. Have fun.